Today I am going to teach you one chapter from your literature book Hornbill, The Portrait of a Lady. The Portrait of a Lady is written by Khushwant Singh. In this story, there is a relationship between a grandmother and her grandson. Okay, students, first of all, read the para 1. Okay, from my grandmother to tell us. Okay, and pause the video, read the paragraph, and then again resume the video. Okay, in the first paragraph, the author talks about his grandmother. He knew her for the past 20 years, and she had always been old and wrinkled. He was told that she was once young and pretty and had a husband, his grandfather's. Okay, so whenever the author saw the picture of his grandfather's that was hung on the wall, in which his grandfather wore loose fitted clothes, a turban, and had a long white beard that realized his chest. He also appeared very old, and the author thought that he was someone who could have many grandchildren but not a wife or children, because the author always saw his grandmother and grandfather as old. The author could never imagine that once his grandmother was young and beautiful. She used to tell him and his cousins about her childhood memories, like the games she used to play as a child. He found this story illogical, and it was beyond their imagination to think that grandmother was once a child and played such games. They thought that her life's stories were like the other moral stories which she used to tell them. Now, students, first of all, read the para 2 from She Had Always to Peace and Contentment. Okay. First of all, read the paragraph carefully and then again resume the videos. Okay. In the second paragraph, his grandmother was short, fat, slightly bent in posture, and her face had lots of wrinkles, as we see in the old people. She seemed so old, and she had been the same for the past 20 years. According to the author, she was beautiful but not pretty. She walked around the house in an awkward way, wearing a spotless white clothes with bits of rosary hanging from one hand, and the other hand rested on her back for support. She had silver colored hair which was not neatly combed and was disorganized. She was constantly chanting prayers. He compares her to the winter landscape in the mountains, which has a peaceful and calm feel. Now, students, again pause the video and read the paragraph 3, My grandmother and I to village days, and again resume the videos. Okay. In the third paragraph, the author lived with her in the village. They were very good friends. His parents left him with her to settle in the city. The author's grandmother used to wake up early in the morning and get him ready for a school. She would recite her morning prayers while she bathed and dressed him up. She would make his things ready, like a wooden slate, a tiny earthen ink pot, and a red pen. He would eat a thick, a stale chapati with butter and sugar. They both used to walk to a school, and on that time she fed the village dogs on the way. Now, students, go through para 4. My grandmother always to city house. That is 4 and 5, both the paragraph. Okay, now in paragraph 4 and 5, his grandmother would accompany him to the school, as the temple was attached to the a school, and she used to visit the temple daily. On one side, he would sit on the veranda with other children and would sing the alphabet and prayers in chorus. On the other, grandmother sit in the temple to read the scriptures, means religious books. After a school, they would walk back home together. The village dogs met them and followed them to their home, growling and fighting with each other for the stale chapati that she fed them. When his parents got settled in the city, they called them, and that was the turning point of his friendship with his grandmother. They live in the same room, but her grandmother did not give him company to his school. He started going to an English medium school by a motor bus. There were no dogs in the street whom she could feed as she did in the village. So she started feeding sparrows in the veranda of their house. Now students, go through para 7. As the years rolled, meant disapproval. Okay. Now, as the years passed in the city, their interaction reduced. Sometimes she would ask him what he had learned in a school, but the scientific terminology and English words made her unhappy. As she didn't know the language, she could not help him with his homework. As his new school never taught him about God and religious scriptures, this made her sad. One day, when she came to know that he was getting music lesson, she became very sad because according to her, music was indecent, means not good, and it was an art for beggars and dancers and not for the good people. And she, from that time, she stopped talking to him. Now next, paragraph 7. When I went up to the university day for her. Okay. Now the author went to the university. He had taken a room of his own. The common link between grandmother and grandson, means about his friendship with her, ended, and she became more private and spent her whole day spinning wheel from sunrise to sunset. She would sit and silently recite her prayer. She used to feed a sparrow in the veranda. She fed the 100 of birds. The birds would gather around her. Some sat near her, some sat on her legs, some sat on her shoulders, and some also sat on her head. She was the happiest in that half an hour while she was feeding the bird. Now, students, today we do till paragraph 7, and next class we do all the paragraphs, remaining paragraphs from paragraph 8 to 13. Thank you. Have a nice day.